The finale of this series. Steve?
In celebration of May the 4th be with you and Revenge of the 5th, we are going to be talking about Star Wars today. But first, let's talk about the origin of the film series. As always, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. Star Wars is one of the highest grossing and most popular movie franchises of all time. The creator of Star Wars, Lucasfilm, was founded in 1971, and 6 years later, the first Star Wars movie was released. Now it's considered Episode 4, as there have been 3 prequels released since the initial trilogy. When A New Hope was released on May 25th in 1977, it became an instant hit, grossing $1.5 million in theaters during the opening weekend and $775 million overall. Because of the popularity, especially in the United States, Star Wars has also been able to infiltrate sports such as baseball, and that will be our focus for today's video. If you know anything about Star Wars, you would know that in the original trilogy, the main antagonist is a fella who goes by the name of Darth Vader. His red lightsaber is a symbol of evil, as only the villains in Star Wars wield such a lightsaber. Over the years, Darth Vader has made his presence felt, and I would imagine that he is a pretty big baseball fan. In fact, he's had the honor of throwing out the ceremonial first pitch, and he's got a noodle for an arm. In 2013, the Mets held a Star Wars night at Citi Field, and they even had a Princess Leia cosplayer sing the National Anthem. There were some young Jedis in the crowd that night as well. The cops were even seen taking pictures with some of the stormtroopers and Jedis. It was cool to see some law enforcers trading some notes there. The Athletics joined in on the action in September of 2013, hosting their own Star Wars night. They had Boba Fett throw out the ceremonial first pitch, and he threw an absolutely filthy eephus. Dave LaRoche, the owner of this nasty eephus pitch, probably was taking some notes after Boba Fett took the hill. In 2014, MLB put out a cool edit where some of the game's best players were seen holding lightsabers rather than bats. David Wright, Dustin Pedroia, Andrew McCutchen, and Ichiro Suzuki were some of the players in that video. Later that same year, Darth Vader was seen hanging out on a lounge chair during a Tampa Bay Rays game. For all we know, he could have been brainstorming new ideas for his Death Star. Maybe a virtual reality room? Maybe some heated floors? After all, it does get pretty chilly out there in the middle of space. In 2015, the Pirates held Star Wars Night at PNC Park. The Pirates booth really got into it and had some fun. They even showed the Star Wars version of some of the players' names, and some of them were pretty clever. In 2016, Star Wars Night made its way to Philadelphia, where the Philly Fanatic made an appearance and entertained the cosplayers. The Red Sox on May 4th in 2017 hosted Star Wars Night and even got their mascot involved in the action. There were a couple of stormtroopers in attendance, as well as Chewbacca. There have also been times in the broadcaster's booth where the announcers will cosplay. This is the only clip I found that was not in affiliation with Major League Baseball, and this one comes to you from the Japan Pacific League. And it's a funny video depicting Darth Vader hitting an absolute moonshot. And this is the only time where a moonshot quite literally means that it was hit to outer space. But to Darth Vader and his team's dismay, the Death Star was blasted to smithereens. In May of 2022, the Oakland A's once again held a very special event at the Coliseum, and this time around, they took it to the next level. They put together what is called a drone show. It's essentially a bunch of drones that fly in formation to create images in the sky, and they also can change color. The coolest formation the drones did, in my opinion, was to depict a TIE fighter, and it even had animations as if it was actually firing laser beams. I wouldn't be surprised if drone shows start to make their way across the big league stadiums, and doing more than just Star Wars shows. The possibilities are endless for technology nowadays. Star Wars has made countless appearances in real-life baseball, but it's even found its way into MLB The Show via the Stadium Creator feature. I need to get a PS5 or Xbox just to play at this stadium. It's called Obi-Wan Park, and looks like the creator spent an enormous amount of time designing it. It really reminds me of Galaxy's Edge, which is Star Wars land located in Disneyland in Anaheim, California. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any other Star Wars clips related to baseball that you've seen, and make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing if you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.